fairy tale is my only family now. Anyone who threatens them gets no mercy from me!
I believe that Fairy Tail is not just another show about a group of magic-wielding people fighting bad guys and going on missions together. It is a journey that focuses on the family bonds between guild members and the power that they bring. Almost everyone in the guild at some point recognizes Fairy Tail as their family. Even Gajeel admits it. This feeling of family that the guild gives to its members is vital when a lot of the younger generation have been orphaned. The other members quickly become their new family as they learn to trust in each other and rely on them in times of need. The main squad of Fairy Tail are all missing their parents except for Lucy, who loses her dad later on, but he was never really there for as a child either. Natsu Dragneel, Gray Fullbuster, Urza Scarlet, Gajeel Red Fox, Wendy Marvel, and Lucy Harphelia all rely on Fairy Tail to be their home and its members their family. This theme of a family, not tied by blood, but by the souls of its members that can rely on each other in times of need, is the main theme of Fairy Tail's story and the driving force for the actions of everyone in the guild. Of course, this kind of theme causes problems for a shonen-style anime. The power of friendship trope is brought up in every argument about Fairy Tail, and I completely understand why. It's obvious. Gaining a last-second power because of their friends is frustrating for some people because it happens every single fight, and you always know what's going to happen in the end. But with a show like Fairy Tail that is centered around the bonds that its characters have, most of the time I end up enjoying seeing Natsu get fired up and beat the shit out of somebody who threatened his family. The same kind of thing happens in the real world. If I were someone of my best friends that I consider family being beat up or bullied, I want to stop trying to help them until I physically could not move anymore, and I'm sure anyone else would do the same for their close friends. Another example of this is the story about the guy who messed with the brown bear cub, Mama Bear Anal. Seeing a family member in trouble activates something deep down inside of you that gives you the strength to keep fighting until they are safe. While I understand the flaws within Fairy Tail, I enjoy the power of friendship in this case alone because of the way the story is written. If the focus was on how powerful the magic of the characters are, then it would bother me. However, the theme of family runs so deep in Fairy Tail, it's heartwarming to see friends fight for each other. Fairy Tail fights for their family and their family alone. Natsu and Urza make this especially clear throughout the story. Losing their parents both at a young age, Fairy Tail has been their only family they've ever known. Because of this, they would give anything to protect its members. Natsu says it in a more aggressive way, because he's Natsu. He basically threatens everything in the entire world that would dare mess with his family.
With that, you've truly made yourself an enemy of the kingdom.
You know, I'm not too worried about that. You should be, though, because it's an even bigger mistake to make yourself an enemy of the Fairy Tail Guild. And that means everybody in it.
Fairy Tail will always help out people in need, even their enemies. But when one of their own is threatened, everyone gets fired up. Urza states almost the same principle, but in her own more majestic way.
All I have ever wanted is the strength to protect those I hold close to my heart. I would give up all of my strength if I could still guarantee their safety.
This is true for many of the guild members. Natsu and Urza encompass the morals and ideals of Fairy Tail within these two statements. All of the guildmates draw strength and the courage to continue on from each other. For each other. During the fight between Natsu and Zero, Zero tells Natsu that he can never defeat him alone. But when you are part of a family with ties as strong as Fairy Tail's, you are never truly alone. There is always something there inside to keep fighting for, you just have to find it. I believe that this is the true power of the Fairy Tail Guild, their ability to look inside of their hearts and find what it is that they fight for, their family. Fairy Tail's family bonds are what bring them happiness, strength, and life. Family can provide a guiding light through some of the darkest parts of life, and will always lend a helping hand if you stumble on your path.
There is great value in the time spent in one's own company, but a lifetime of total isolation is a fate no one should endure.
I'll be there to make sure you remember that you never have to face it alone. We have as many hopes and dreams as there are stars in the sky. If we walk toward the future together, I know we'll reach them. Now, let us move forward, forever in tune with the song of the fairies.